Welcome one, welcome all, 1,000 welcomes. Welcome to From Broken to Worlds, where I train through injuries to try to qualify for the 2027 World Masters Highland Games Championship. Some of my main injuries is a torn ACL in my right knee, got bursitis, I got something called femoral patella pain syndrome, which I think just means there's pain and they can't really explain why, and so they give it a name. But yeah, my knees are not in the best shape, but I've been doing a lot of rehab work and I've been able to get it back, so I'm able to do things like this to try to generate power through the knees. So I'm really happy with that. I'm happy that I've been able to get through some of my knee problems. In this practice, I had a really stiff back. Last vlog that I posted, I talked about my deadlift was a bit too heavy, and I was feeling it on this practice. I can kind of see in my throw I'm a little bit tight. But that's why we practice and try to loosen up, and you can't have perfect conditions every time you practice because that's just not living a real life. And so sometimes you have situations. One thing, if you look around, it's a beautiful morning. It's about 5:30 in the morning, so it was really quiet. I was in my own little zone all by myself outside in the morning on the field. Green everywhere. It was very nice. I really enjoy this aspect of my training. It's just being outside. Sometimes the conditions aren't ideal, but hey, like I said, it's real life, and sometimes things just aren't ideal. But when they're nice like they were this morning, oh man, that's always a beautiful thing. So that was my sort of warm-up throws, you can say. I didn't really do much in the way of drills. Here I decided to put a little more effort in these ones. My fourth throw, so that was the first one. My fourth throw was technically my best. I did a couple extra throws. That one slipped out of my hand. I was using spray tacky that I had bought like a while ago. And spray tacky isn't the best. It's pretty inconsistent. And so you can rely on it, and then it doesn't really work for you that well. And so sometimes it slips out of your hand. In competition, I would probably not, unless if I had to. I think this was my best technical throw. I felt very connected and felt good with that, but the other two went further. But spray tacky, it's not the best in competition. It does in practice. It's okay if it slips or whatever in practice, but yeah, so practice went good. But like I said, it was awesome being outside, out in the fresh air, in my own little zone. All right, I think this is my last throw. This one went the furthest. Yeah, you can see it kind of hung in the air the longest. And that was the last one. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a great day. All the best. See you later.